We're going to discuss this now with Michael Malchior in Jerusalem. He's the former Minister of Social Affairs and also once served as Israel's Deputy Foreign Minister. Rabbi, thank you so much for joining us on this news hour. So Antony Blinken yesterday emphasized that the U.S. still believes in a two-state solution and that it's the only solution to bring about peace in this region. But how can this even begin to happen when tensions right now are so high there and Israel has its most right-wing government ever that is intent on expanding settlements in the region?
Well, that is formidable, a very great challenge now. We'll see during the next months, during the next year, we have a very strong, as you say, a very right-wing government. And the question is if the visit of the Secretary of State will have really any impact. Now, what is important to know is that it's not only the statements we know from the US, they come more or less the same statements as we've heard before, that the two-state solution is the only path forward, and that you can't do steps which will destroy that possibility in the future. That in itself is quite an empty statement, as long as what is done on the ground is really eroding the possibility of a two-state solution. The only, I agree with the Secretary of State, and I very much hope that we can come to a just solution, because I believe it's the only hope we have for the future of both my people, the Jewish people, and the Palestinian people. So I very much hope that we can go there. The chance with this government, which, as you correctly said, is the most right-wing government we've ever had, is that our Prime Minister has a focus on two issues in his foreign policy. One is the Iranian question, where he, in every price, wants to avoid a nuclear Iran. And the second is expanding what's called the Abraham Accords to Saudi Arabia. And both these questions, he needs the Americans, and he needs somehow to do something on the Palestinian issue. The Saudi Arabians will not go forward, as have done some of the other Arab countries, will not go forward without some kind of progress, at least on the Palestinian issues. And it's not sufficient what was presented yesterday, which was helping the cellular phones and some other package for UNRWA for a 50 million package. That's not serious progress on the Palestinian issue. So that is the place where we can go in. We also need to avoid a deterioration for a religious war, which is a real danger, I think,
and Rabbi,
today.
Sorry to have to interrupt you. We're just running out of time. But you are someone who has been involved in dialogue and promoting dialogue between Jewish and Arab communities in Israel. With the situation currently so tense and so deadly already this year, how easy is it to promote a dialogue between these two groups?
Well, we don't only promote dialogue, we work for peace, and not only inside Israel, but with the Palestinians and the whole Muslim world. And this is very important for us, including with Turkey and in the whole of the Muslim world. We believe that without peace between Judaism and Islam, we cannot really make peace here between Israel and Palestine. And we need religion to be in the forefront of peacemaking. The good news is that people really want this, that people are feeling that the politicians are really failing them, and they don't really want a religious war. There are extremists, terrible extremists, who are going in that direction, but people don't want a major religious war with bloodshed and so on. So I'm somewhat optimistic that maybe religion, not only as a dialogue sitting around the table, but as peacemakers, can be in the forefront of changing the very what looks very dire at this time, and we can help the efforts of good forces both in Israel. Also, some of the people in the Israeli government understand this, and that we can go forward with a more positive direction, giving hope also to the Palestinians.
Rabbi Michael Malchior, appreciate your time and speaking to us here on TRT World. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.